Yo, welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. Danny here, bringing you more of the latest Manchester United news. And just before we get into the news today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot do it without your help. So please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button. And we've got news today all about the takeover. We've got news on maybe a new center back coming in and some Greenwood news. We know there is supposed to be an announcement for this week. So let's see what that entails. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Let's start with this takeover talk. Now, some more nonsense has come out about the takeover over the weekend, saying that Sheikh Jassim is set to seal the deal with a $6 billion bid for, $6 billion? Is that correct? £6 billion bid for Manchester United. So there's been lots and lots of places reporting this, such as the Daily Star, the Sun, hashtag don't buy the Sun, Football Terrorist, Manchester Evening News, all reporting that the deal is very, very close. He's basically pushed Sir Jim out. There was fears from Sheikh Jassim that Sir Jim was going to win and keep the Glazers in charge. But according to all of these articles, Sheikh Jassim is set to win. It's not going to happen over the next few days, over the next few weeks, but probably going towards, I'd say, late this year into early next year, probably, hopefully done deal by the January transfer window. But a £6 billion deal looks to be set in place, and that's going to take a little while to do. That's a lot of money people need to count. So yeah, but these are all the places reporting this. Now, do I believe this? Look, I think I do believe that Sheikh Jassim, if anyone, will win this bid. He's got the money, and I think he just does not want to lose. The time frame does sit right with me. I have been saying across this entire summer, don't expect anything to happen over the summer. This will happen once the season kicks in and they can really not focus on transfers and all that and get their minds right on this sale of the club, you could say. So yeah, I actually will take this with a pinch of salt. I will take that salt. If that, I don't even know if that makes sense, but anyway, I do see this happening. I don't think this will happen. I like I said, for the next few months, but a £6 billion bid for this club should be enough to seal it. I say should, but we all know that these Glazers are greedy fucks. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. But in my opinion, this looks legit, but not for the next few months. We're going to be still owned by the Glazers over the next few months. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens on that first game against Wolves. What protests are going to go down? Are you going to be involved in any? Let me know. Comment down below, because we need to voice our voices and make them scared to even come to our club, make them not even want to own this club. I don't even know if any of that even makes sense, but because clearly we've been doing that and they haven't really been listening. But we just really got to keep our voices heard on this one, guys. But positive news there on the takeover front over the weekend. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's get into a possible new center back. So 1 second, because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, guys, and I keep closing my fucking web pages. Anyway, Jean-Claire Todibo, he plays for Nice in France, is on our list. Of course, this all comes down to the outs. There's been a big article today on ESPN and various other outlets detailing how Manchester United are now set to move players out to get maybe one or two players back in. We all know AMRABAT is on that list and the likeliest to move in the next coming days, weeks, once people get out. Fred is on his way out. Donny looks like he's on his way to Real Sociedad. I kept saying Real Betis. Maybe there was Real Betis, but Real Sociedad. But anyway, this is all to fund moves for AMRABAT and Jean-Claire Todibo. Sorry, I had to put a little thing on there. Um, so yeah, there's been loads of news about this guy over the weekend. We all know that our first two center backs have now been swooped up by other clubs. Kim Min Jae has gone to Bayern Munich. That was the big center back Eric Ten Hag really wanted this summer, but we ditched that. Bayern Munich beat us, and Disasi has just signed for Chelsea. That was another guy Eric Ten Hag really wanted, but this Todibo guy looks pretty decent. Haven't really seen much of him play. I'll have to look into his stats. Maybe we'll do a little scout report on him as well. But yeah, it also says Newcastle could be in for him as well. But yeah, this all comes down to we got to move players out. We all saw how Harry Maguire performed yesterday. Awful in the first half, decent in the second half, set up an assist, but did also set up an assist the other way in that first half. So the likes of Harry Maguire, Brandon Williams, maybe even Scott McTominay, they all need to go before we can get more players in. But keep an eye on this Toledo guy, Todibo, Toledo. Keep an eye on Todibo. I know Eric Ten Hag does want another center back in. I just don't think I know he doesn't really fancy Maguire. We might end up keeping Johnny Evans on a year contract, which to me isn't the greatest idea in my opinion. I think I'd rather have Maguire. I might be in the minority for that, but we are looking to sign another center back as long as we can get rid of one of our center backs. Harry Maguire, pretty much. And we have a couple others like Eric Bailly, but they're only going to fetch a couple million. Not a big chunk into our transfer fee there. But anyway, Todibo could be joining us. There's going to be a lot of movement now at the end of the transfer window. We're getting into the last few weeks. There's going to be a lot of movement probably in that last week of the transfer window. Anyway, the last story I want to talk about is some more Mason Greenwood news. We all know that Manchester United are supposed to make an announcement on Mason Greenwood before this season is over. I've made my feelings on this heard already. I prefer him to go on loan and get some fitness, let this whole thing kind of just die down a bit and go from there. Whether we sell him or keep him, that would be a decision made down the line. But apparently, according to the Daily Mail today, is that Manchester United's players believe Mason Greenwood deserves a second chance and would welcome him back to the club. I do think that headlines like this can be dangerous. I'm not sure if this is true or just people trying to generate interest in Greenwood coming back. Now, there has been a few signs of him potentially coming back, like an article like this. There's been a few places saying this actually. But the fact that we maybe aren't signing another striker could be a sign that we might be getting Greenwood back and up to speed in the next few months. It's going to take months for him, guys, before he is ready to play again. He hasn't played for almost 2 years. So, yeah, I think they're still trying to figure it out, but there's supposed to be an announcement this week. It all kind of points to him either staying at the club this season or going on loan. I don't see a sale happening with him. I don't think it's wise to actually sell him right now. I think if he does end up playing football again, we can get that price back up and sell him. I won't lie, he was like 120, 150 million pound player when he was playing. He was off the chain, but it's interesting how fast players' careers can go downhill, right? But yeah, anyway, apparently the players would welcome him back. He deserves a second chance according to them. But like I said, articles like this can be dangerous. We don't know if that's actually true unless people actually come out and say it. And I think nobody ever will come out and say this. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing. Keep an eye out for this Mason Greenwood announcement coming out this week. As soon as it does get announced, we'll be here covering that. I'll cover that on the news whenever that happens. So yeah, let me know what you think about Mason Greenwood. Oh, my chest. Anyway, that's all the news I have for you this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. If there's anything new popping out this evening, I'll be here to cover that for you. So hit that notification bell on so you can get notified anytime I'm dropping a new video, or when I go live on my new weekly live show coming up on that first Monday of the season. Yes, we play Wolves, so we'll have a show leading up to that Wolves game. But every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., I will be going live. If anything changes on that, you'll know. But we got the football focus coming every Monday. So stay tuned and subscribe to make sure you watch that. Anyway, I'll see you all on the next one. Later.